Santham Academy. Welcome to Digital Kaksha. To get updates on new videos, click the subscribe button and the bell icon.
Hello students, today we are going to study the topic potential energy of electric dipole. In this case, as you can see in the diagram, at the points A and B, the two charges are kept -q and +q, which are forming the dipole. These two charges are separated by the distance 2a, and this dipole is kept in such a way that the dipole moment of this electric dipole is making an angle theta with the direction of electric field. We have to find out that at this position of the dipole, how much potential energy will be obtained for its position. So here, work done by the torque to rotate the dipole in the electric field by d theta is given by the formula dw is equal to tau into d theta. This formula can be symmetrically understood from the formula of work done, which is given as the dot product of the force and displacement vector. Here we are taking the magnitudes of the torque, and d theta is representing the small change in the angle, or we can say that when the dipole is rotated in this electric field region by a small angle d theta, so in that case the work done will be also small in magnitude, which is given by the formula dw is equal to tau into d theta. We are knowing already that the tau value, that is the torque experienced by this electric dipole when it is kept in external uniform electric field region, is given by the formula Pe sin theta. So from this expression, in order to get the value of the work done, we are supposed to integrate on both the sides of equal to sign. So on integrating, we will be getting the expression as integration of dw is equal to integration of tau d theta, where this integration, the limits of this integration will go from 0 to w. Integration of dw is equal to integration of Pe sin theta d theta. Here the limits for this integration, in order to integrate Pe sin theta d theta, is given as from 90 degree to theta. We know that Pe is constant here, and integration of sin theta using the standard formula of integration is equal to minus cos theta. So using this concept, I will be getting here w is equal to minus Pe cos theta, and the limits are 90 degree to theta. Using the concept of the values upper limit minus the values of the lower limit, after solving this expression, we will be getting w is equal to minus Pe cos theta, because we know that the value of cos 90 degree is equal to 0. Since we know that the work done and the potential energy, these are the two dimensionally same quantities, that is why in the further step the work done can be replaced by the potential energy, or in place of w the representation of the potential energy can be taken, which is represented by u, and hence the formula for the potential energy u when the dipole is kept at any specific angle theta, here also in the diagram the angle is theta, is given by the formula minus Pe cos theta. Now when initially this electric dipole is kept at any particular angle, let us take that angle to be theta 1, and from that angle theta 1 the dipole is to be rotated to the angle theta 2. In that case the change in the limits in this step will be the lower limit can be taken as theta 1 and the upper limit can be taken as theta 2. Using those changes here in the integration or the limits of the integration, after solving it, we will be getting the formula for the potential energy for the case when the dipole is to be rotated in the presence of external uniform electric field from the angle theta 1 to the another angle theta 2 will be given by the formula U is equal to PE within bracket cos theta 1 minus cos theta 2. Now, the formula for the torque is given as tau is equal to PE sin theta. When the value of the torque on the dipole it becomes equal to 0, that condition is called as the condition of the equilibrium. Now, this condition of the equilibrium from these values of theta can be obtained for the two different values of theta. The first one is theta is equal to 0 degree and the second is for theta to be equal to 180 degree. Now, what is the significance of these two different values of theta in the potential energy formula? Let us again have a look on the formula of the potential energy of the dipole. We know that for equilibrium, the value of the torque has to be equal to 0. This value of torque to be equal to 0 is obtained for theta is equal to 0 degree. That means when the electric dipole is kept parallel to the direction of electric field. And the another case is when theta is equal to 180 degree means the electric dipole is kept anti-parallel to the electric field region. In both the cases, the value of torque will be obtained as 0. Now let us see when theta is equal to 0, which will be substituted in the formula of this potential energy. I will get the formula for U or the potential energy to be equal to minus PE, because the value of cos 0 degree is equal to 1. And when I will substitute the value of theta to be equal to 180 degree, since we know that cos 180 degree is equal to minus 1, so in that case I will get the value of U to be equal to plus PE or simply PE. Now what is the significance of these two values of the potential energies? In this case, the value of the potential energy is minimum, and in the another case the value of the potential energy is maximum. So this value of the potential energy corresponds to the condition of the stable equilibrium, and the value of the potential energy when it is PE, and that is the maximum possible value of the potential energy of the dipole, this value corresponds to the unstable equilibrium of the dipole. Let us know about what are equipotential surfaces. Equipotential surfaces are those surfaces at which the value of the potential it remains same at all the points. For example, if there is any of the point charge taken, then the value of the potential according to the formula V is equal to 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught into Q upon R, where this is the formula for the potential due to a single charge. According to that formula, if I will mark a point, or if I will mark many points at the same distance r, around this charge. So at all of these points I'll get the same value of the potential. So this particular surface which is obtained, at which on all the points the value of the potential is equal, such surface, or this way when many surfaces we are drawing around this charge, so such surfaces are called as equipotential surfaces. Now let us understand few properties for the equipotential surfaces. The first property for the equipotential surface is that the work done to displace any charge, from one to other point on equipotential surface is 0. Now, how is it possible? Let us understand that. Here, let us take the 2 points A and B. When I have to displace, let us consider a charge also, that is Q naught, which is kept at point A. Now when I have to displace the charge Q naught from the point A to point B, the formula for that work done will be given by W is equal to Q naught VB minus VA. Since A and B are the points which are taken on the equipotential surface, so we know that the value of the potential at both of these 2 points, that is equal. So when VA is equal to VB, when it will be substituted in this formula of the work done, certainly the value of work done will be obtained as 0. Let us take it to be the equation number 1. The second property of equipotential surface is that the electric field is perpendicular to the equipotential surface. In order to prove this second property, let us calculate the work done now by the formula W is equal to vector F dot vector S, where vector S is representing the displacement of the charge Q naught from A to B. Now, this after removal of this dot, we will be getting here the formula to be Fs cos theta. We are supposed to prove this theta to be equal to 90 degree, which is marked here in the figure as per this property. But right now we will be proving it, but before that we need to substitute the value of F here. So F, it is the force experienced by this Q naught charge due to the or in the electric field region of this plus Q. So this F can be written as Q naught E, and this as cos theta is being written as it is. So let us take it to be equation number 3. Now in equation number 1, LHS is work done. In equation number 3 also the LHS is work done. So we can equate the RHS values of the two equations 1 and 3. On equating RHS of equation number 1 and 3, we will be getting Q naught E S cos theta to be equal to 0. since all these quantities are constant here. So from here we get an idea that cos theta is equal to 0, and we know that when theta is equal to 90 degree, then we will be getting the cos value of 90 degree to be equal to 0. So from this step I can get the conclusion that theta is equal to 90 degree, which is allowing us to understand this second property. So with the help of this value which we have derived to be equal to 90 degree, we can say that the electric field is perpendicular to the equipotential surface. Let us understand how to draw the equipotential surfaces in the different conditions given. As we know that when the electric field lines are drawn parallel in any of the region, it represents the uniform electric field in that region. So in this case, if the direction of electric field is pointing towards the positive x-axis, so this pink color is representing a surface which is the equipotential surface and is drawn along the yz plane. Since the yz plane is perpendicular to the x-axis, so that is the reason that the diagram for the equipotential surface is drawn in such manner, which we have studied in the second property of the equipotential surface. Let us come to the next diagram, that is for an electric dipole. Here the negative and the positive charges are given. Around them or around the complete dipole, if the equipotential surfaces are to be drawn, so these surfaces will be shown closer here towards them, and in a region which is away, there the spacing between the equipotential surfaces will be more. The third diagram is representing for the two identical charges. Here there are two positive charges taken, and around these two positive charges the equipotential surfaces are shown with the pink color lines. There you can notice that here the gaps between the two consecutive equipotential surfaces, that is more, whereas on the another side the gap between the equipotential surfaces is less. Let us now derive the expression to find out the relationship between the electric field and potential. In the diagram, here this is a positive charge or a positive charge distribution is given. At a distance r from this charge, there is a surface named B. At all the points of B, the value of the potential is same because of the equal distance from the given charge or charge distribution. So B is an equipotential surface. Similarly, A is also representing an equipotential surface which is at a distance of r plus dr from the given charge. It's very clear that the value of the potential at B, because of its less distance from the charge distribution, that value of potential will be more. So let us take that potential at point B to be equal to V plus dV, and let us take the value of potential at point A to be equal to V. Now in order to get the relationship between these two physical quantities, we are considering a charge Q naught which has to be moved from the equipotential surface A to the another equipotential surface B. So in that case, the work done to move Q naught from the surfaces A to B will be given by the formula W is equal to Q naught VB minus VA. Let us substitute the values of VB and VA which are mentioned in the diagram, that is V plus dV minus V. Here V and V are cancelled out. So we are left with W is equal to Q naught dV. Let us take this value of W to be equation number 1. One more formula we are using for the work done, again for the same purpose, to bring the charge Q naught from the equipotential surface A to the another surface B. But when this Q naught charge is being moved, as it is being moved in the electric field region given by this charge distribution, and that too in its opposite direction. How? Let us understand. Since it is mentioned in the diagram that here this is a positive charge or a positive charge distribution, according to the property of electric field lines, for a given positive charge distribution, the electric field is always directed away from the positive charge. The charge Q naught is to be displaced from A to B, and these two equipotential surfaces are separated by the distance dr, which is a very small distance considered between two equipotential surfaces. So let us calculate the work done due to the force experienced by the charge Q naught, which will be given by work done by force experienced by Q naught due to electric field of Q. Here this work done will be calculated as Q naught E dot dr, where dr is representing the displacement of the charge Q naught from A to B, these surfaces. Since the electric field is shown in the diagram in upward direction and the displacement will be taken in the downward direction, so between these two vector quantities, because of their opposite directions, the value of theta will be equal to 180 degree. So in this case, after removal of the dot, I can write here as cos 180 degree. The value of cos 180 degree is equal to 1. So in the next step we will get the value to be minus Q naught E dr, and let us take it to be equation number 2. Now from From 1 and 2, when the RHS are equated, the value of the Q naught will be cancelled out and we are left with dV is equal to minus E dr. This implies that the value of E is equal to minus dV upon dr. So this is the required formula which is giving us the relationship between the two physical quantities. One is the electric field and the other is the potential. One more thing is to be understood here, that the complete quantity dV upon dr is called as the potential gradient. So this formula is also allowing us to get the definition of electric field, that electric field can be defined as the negative value of the potential gradient. So I hope you have understood the topics which we have discussed in the video. Thank you all for watching the video.
Thanks for watching. If you like this video, make sure to like, share and subscribe for more.